Welcome back to Enderal, where we just killed Pack after also doing our first person, our other quest to clear out the fort. So now I think we're headed back to Ark. Oh, there's that Brave Blood. I could go do that. I've got some carry weight. I don't want to do a full scale thing. I might have too many pickups. Myra Tower. I'm kind of considering this northern path above the mountain here. Makes a lot of sense. So we can head back to the hunting cabin. Just do this, and then looks like Northern Heartland be the nearest. Let's do it. So slight left. I'll get a good view on this rock edge. Not super helpful. Oof. Not good. I've got healing though. Yeah, there's definitely more stuff to adventure that way, but we need to go the other way. Yeah, they've already been searched, and well, yeah, because that's like a whole nother environment down there. So there should be a three-way intersection, like where I'm standing pretty much, right here. Skellies. Let's use the assassin. Oh, it didn't activate. Oh. Alright, close the distance. There's the other one. Is it possible the other guy didn't get alerted? Or that he died? Show me the body. I've got castle that way. It's more Dark Valley, but this camp looks within my reach. So there's something up ahead as well. Let's see what this is first. Just a branch, maybe? Oh, some rootweed. Up here, see if we can. It's bandits. We can get little. I was detected by something. But bandits, we can get the jump on them. There's something there. Worth a quick save at least. Oh yeah, I see animals jumping around. Like a ruins. We have planks to. They look magical. Wild mages. Powerful ones. Oh. Oh, too many of them. Oh. Is this ready to go? Got him. Got you, wild mage. It's gonna be one down low still, I think. Health would, well, all of them are gonna give me a health. But yeah, building up the health is going to be healthful. That was a slur, not a attempt at cleverness, but I'll take it. Soul gem. Yeah, the guy must have fallen, taken damage. Nemesis. I think all of it. Skellies. Fine leather. Okay. Too much to run. Yeah, so I've got to go find a body down there, don't I? Because 1 and 2. All I can fathom. Plus wolves, like, ugh. Or I'm not over by too much, so I could just ditch a heavy thing. Rin sword is like dumb. I don't want to pick it up. I want to hold the button. Run with the sword. There's a container. That's not worth saving, though. I'm gonna have to go down there. It's the only option. Yeah, do I even... Oh, did I break the game? Can I not use this for some... Okay, the animation was messed up. Yeah, either I don't have the supplies or I don't have the skills or something. Make some rings. That's about it. Oh, I'll take that little coin purse. Yeah, what is the best way down? So I wanted to get back to... So it's pretty one way. It's kind of a tough one. Spot over here. Okay, there's a path that comes down from up around there. Okay. So I should be able to follow a path, I think. Somewhere. Very horror-y type of music. I will take your meat. Oh, I should use that cooking pot. So at some point there's gonna be a... Oh. Oh, why are you barely alive? Now you're not at all. Yeah, so this should be it. Then take care of a couple wolves. Have my might ready to go. Oh. Caw. Alright, they attack at the same time. That would be ideal. Oh, it didn't do as much as I thought it might do to a wolf. Beautiful. Pelt. 50. Okay, we're we're still good. Quick save. That's where I came down, so it's got to be underneath one of these. That guy fell. Guess I'll go take care of these skellies so they don't get in my way. Alright, and they didn't drop anything good, we know it. Roasted goat meat. Seems like a good idea. Okay, he's not on the rocks. He could be in like a bush or something, possibly. Off one of these sides. Yeah, like a highlight body, again, would be a really useful skill. Because he's just gone. And now his body wouldn't have flown this far. So I just can't see it. It's here, but I'm blind to it. A quick little one. Is there any meaning to this? Oh, there is a chest just sitting right here in Pyrean armor. Okay. So let's do this. So we'll take all this stuff, but I'm gonna put some stuff back. Stuff that is high weight, low value. So this rune sword is do one at a time. Okay. Rune bow can also go in there. Pyrean armor. One of these silver swords. Put a couple silver swords in there. That'll keep me running. And this place is not fully explored, so it makes sense for me to come back. It's probably like a place you can enter and do stuff. Getting up to the main road right here. I'm guessing other than some random encounters, this should be pretty cleared. You could have bandit respawn, obviously. They don't seem... Oh, a little double hitter. Yeah, they're not gonna have anything good. It's just... Oh. Right. That works. Yeah, these are like vagrant level and stuff. Take your apple. Have nothing good to show for themselves. Fine leather. That's not all that great. Shot. Pelts. Sure. Some like bee, hivey, or metery places. But they're not close enough to the road for me to care too much. Is this where I want to go? I think so. There's not really like a great choice. I go like down and then left on this side of the river, I think is what I'm aiming for. Random wolf spawn. If I can see those landmarks from here. Yeah, it's got to be all that stuff down there. Oh, and that must be... Oh, that's the Dark Valley one. Oh, I went the kind of the longer way. Empty. The tier place, they have not respawned since I've last visited. There's the Myrid. It's kind of like up over there somewhere. Yeah, you take off. Cliff one, not the same thing. Might be like a major something chilling in there. I think it's underneath then right. It should be right through the tree somewhere. Kind of nestled away.
Good morning, my... Good to hear. Where to?
Arc. Oh my, I'm being attacked by a bear! So it's possible to die while still riding the Maynard.
My sir?
Also, we've successfully completed a couple of 3-star missions. This is a very good thing. 1 year ago, a marauder band led by Captain Plum landed at Enderal's coast and raided the icebreaker station. In the fight, all the workers of the station and Captain Plum died. Rumor has it that Captain Plum has risen as Revenant is on the way to his ship. There are 380 pennies issued for his death.
Vegetables, bread fresh from the oven.
Okay, there's Captain Plum. It's a 4-star. I love core. We haven't gotten that quest. A 3 seems reasonable for stuff. Deliver them to the apothecary as they are too dangerous. Meet before accepting the next mission in the Fat Lorraine. Bring the samples and the report to Belhaszel in the Undercity. Let me look at my journal for that. Bring the samples report to Belhaszel in the Undercity, or deliver them to the apothecary at the Sun Temple, as they are too dangerous. Yeah, do I need to give them to the apothecary? Why can't I do both? This is a matter of honor. I'm going to get to Belhaszel so that he can do what he can. And he can ask the apothecary for help, certainly. In the meantime, let's get selling.
Can I see?
Looking to steal everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Okay, so I'm selling things that do damages. All those silver swords, all the rune daggers. Another ambush dagger. Steel. That one still could be a thing. All these set ones. Fine leather is better than what I've got. There's Pyrean set. The North. Light armor. Prices sneak. To the head. 31 prices sneak. 18 swashbuckler. This is giving me one-handed, don't care. Light armor improvement. Stamina magic resistance. Set of the North is looking good. It'd be kind of cool to collect some of this stuff, though, so maybe I put it in my chest rather than sell it.
Come again.
Okay, I've got 2 memory points. I've got stuff to spend. So 10 learning points first of all. I can't go direct to my hero menu. Certainly learn some block. 40, 41. Always up my light armor. Crafting handicraft. Okay, spent. Meditation. It's just like, where do I want to go with this? I was like, there was some magic resistance that was a thing. Arcane interference, mental apprentice. You already unlocked this. Cool. Allows you to cast a more powerful version of a spell if it's both hands. Repulsion increases the effect of all armor spells. Enchantments or attempts of against receive the ability which allows you to reduce your arcane fear 15% once per day. Killer. Rift. Incapacitate an enemy for a short period of time, absorbs his mana stamina in batches and deals them to drain energy as damage when effect ends, especially effective against mages. Can only be used enemy score at most 8 levels above you. Interesting. Reduces mana cost. Healing spells restore stamina. Hits a spell ward you absorb. Increases your resistance to magic. So we have to work in that direction to get magic resistance, at least.
Hammers, daggers, swords.
Lock in with
the
a quick
best
save.
from
Always walking behind your counter.
Walk all your heart could ever desire. Take a look.
Health plus 15. I'm wearing mana regen. That is better. So I'll ditch that. That's another mana regen. Elemental spells, don't need that. Entropy ribs. Wild mage ribs. Carry capacity. Nemesis circlet and garb.
May his light guide you. Come back if you find the time.
It's 304, so I've got stuff I need to get rid of. I'm like, am I using any of these staves? Hardly. Got this resurrection, soul trap. I think I sell soul trap. Resurrection seems cool. Fireball. I mean, it's worthwhile, but I just don't use it.
My sir?
There's the secure chest. Get out of the way, dumb kids. Drop Shadow Stitch in there. There's a Nemesis circle. Oh, hold up. Put my sets that I'm not using. Okay, so that's extra set. Yeah, so I have a pretty good Nemesis set. North set. Prices, bows, light armor fortification, stamina and health. I think I might want to go over to a north set. Just substantially better armor rating. Use some of that the goodies though. 15 to 19. Set of the tracker. But just the tracker is 28. The north is only 22. Then don't we have a chest piece as well? That's just the headpiece. The swashbuckler main. Okay. drop Nemesis is extra. Drop the swashbuckler and tracker. And no north thing.
Hungry?
So I can sell the last one, but I'll sell it to someone in the noble quarter. I think that might be the guy out front that should be the store shop, or just someone with a similar outfit. Yeah, you want it, but it's just kind of the same as, it's like if I want to do a heavy fireball all the time, soul trapping, I have better ways of soul trapping for that many pounds. 40-point fireball. Definitely get rid of that one. I gotta hold on to it. Just gotta find an opportunity. Just gonna hold stay. I'm saying let's eat it. Not able to cook with that. No, different guy. I think I just straight up skip. Oh, the second shop goes to the third. He'll buy any gems and stuff.
My friend.
I found a volume. Something I see. So you sell artifacts.
Oh, my friend. The forbidden. Maybe ask that librarian, Marius. Oh, yes, that I am. Of course.
Yeah, he just got reset somehow. Yeah, he'll buy everything. I don't know if he has anything that I want. Set of the Scarlet Knight. Scowl of the Scarlet... What the... What? Health of 25 points. One hit of damage. That's pretty good. He's got that if it becomes a thing that I need.
Take care.
$200. I've got probably a lot of ingredients is what's going on. I gotta do a lot of cooking to make that all happen correctly. But I gotta turn in the quests. Now let's do this. Let's think this is the romance quest. Oh, we through. Dijaam.
No, look at that. You came. Didn't think you would. So, what's your take on this contemporary sample of Chilean dancing?
Let's see. Interesting? You're asking the wrong person. I think it's
You
beautiful.
think so? I've seen better, but she's not bad, that's true. Anyway, how about a sip of wine? Rounds are on me.
I'm always down for free. Instead of the white, I feel like a mustard secondary would be a very good combo for that type of outfit.
So,
I'm so tall.
before we move on to more pleasant topics, there is one thing I need to get off my chest first. I heard of the, paper chase you had to go through to find me.
Ah, the sailor.
I know, he's pulled that stunt on others before. He speaks perfect Nail, by the way. That whole "I only stupid Chilean" thing is part of the act. In that sense, thanks for teaching him a lesson. It was overdue. But anyway, tell me, what brought you here? Just where exactly from Nerim are you from? I'm curious.
Didn't we have this conversation? It's a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it?
That's why I asked.
Life story.
Yeah,
So,
I know what you mean.
start off on this ship.
You know, this is precisely why I find it so interesting that so many people accuse us Chileans of being greedy or dishonorable. I mean, just take a look around. Are the other nations of the civilized world really so much better? We've got Nerim, which was recently split into 3 and devastated by 3 madmen. I don't need to tell you about that. Then there's Kira, with its fabled free thinking in universities. But every 2 weeks, there's a new attempt at revolution with at least 3 dozen corpses. And don't get me started on our twin to Arizale or this place. What I'm trying to say is, yes, there's poverty on the Blue Islands, on Kile, and yes, there are problems. But we are free. Neither Morala nor the Elder Council tell us what to do, and no matter how dire the circumstances you're born into, life is what you make of it. So it's basically the opposite of this excuse for a country.
What is a caste system? Who tries hard enough can make their own fortune.
Anybody can become rich, famous, or, if they want to, live an eremite's life on the beach. As long as they can go through with it. Then sure, there are exceptions. But in my experience, those who never made it brought it on themselves.
I spent a big part of my life on the street. Oh, okay. No need to convince me. I couldn't agree more. I've heard people say these kinds of things before. Usually those who never knew hardship. No need to convince me.
I know. That's why you're different from the rest of the people here. You know, I know what it means to have to fight for something. Unlike that snot DeLorean, I wasn't born with a bag of gold stuffed up my ass. But instead of wallowing in self-pity or listening to the priests talk about how everything gets better once you're dead, I took responsibility for my own fate.
You weren't exactly born into a noble family?
If a dust-sniffing loser as a father and a clump-footed, half-witted brother qualify as not exactly noble, then yes.
And your mother?
I don't want to talk about it.
Father was an addict?
An addict and a failure. Do you know the kind of person who does nothing all day long but whine about how unfair the world is? Take that and throw in 2 sacks of droge and there you have him. Jaran O'Neillis. My esteemed creator and one of the reasons I spent most of my childhood eating dust and insects for breakfast.
And your brother?
Was. Merciful as the gods were, they blessed him with a deadly fever at the age of 10. Probably better that way.
Sounds tough.
It was.
You made it to become an emissary.
I have, and I'm only getting started. You should see them, all these losers who I grew up with. Yes, they were dealt a tough hand, but instead of grabbing fate at its throat, they just went through their lives with their heads bowed and nodding at everyone. I'll never understand how people can be that way. Anyway, let's not go further into this. I'd say we make a cut here, shall we?
Very good.
It's late and I should see how my crew is doing. It was a pleasure, Protector. Until next time.
Can't wait. Oh, and I got XP for it. Nice. Okay, pick a direction. Is your AI stuck? Okay. We're going to escape that a ways. Alright.
In the shackles of lust, presented by the poets.
So where's my other turn? Investigate the secret vaults. Telling them that the message was conveyed. Yeah. Oh, and I gotta go to the under place. So that he'll be in the market.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people.
Yes?
This city.
Okay, it didn't unlock, it just kind of let me in, which is interesting.
Yes? Yes?
I delivered the message. She's accepted your invitation.
She? Oh, wonderful. That changes a lot.
What now?
Now you'll get your pay. Go talk to Penny Pouches. I will contact you if your services are needed once again, which will most likely be very soon.
I see, farewell.
There's one more thing. This Dijaam. What's your take on her?
Capable, I haven't made up my mind yet. I'd be cautious. Capable and sociable.
Most Chileans are, as long as it serves their ends.
Well, I don't care about romance in this, bro,
You'll
so...
hear from me. Yes?
Walk west.
Alright, Pennyman.
Hmm?
Guildmaster told me to get my pay.
Oh, of course. Your pay for having a chit-chat with that woman. Here. I think that is more than enough.
That's pretty good. Thanks, now what?
Well, you the eager one. Does all that money whet your appetite? But no, not at the moment. Oh, hang on. You know a thing or two about beating up people, don't you? There might be something.
He really resents me. What do you have in mind?
Landlord Boric recently complained about rats in his granary, and we agreed to send him a ratter. That would be a job for you, wouldn't it?
As long as they pay me the preacher's wage, sure. Why not? Where can I find this granary?
South from Boric's farm. You just have to...
Guildmaster DeLorean sent me. It's about this new protector. Do you know where he is?
Be me.
Oh, of course, sorry. It's just... I didn't know what you looked like. Master DeLorean wishes to see you, my sir. At once, he said. It seemed to be something important.
Why? What's this about? The caravan?
Forgive me, my sir, but I don't know. Master DeLorean asked explicitly for the new protector.
Not you, though.
Huh? And it seems someone else has to take care of the rats. Off you go. The Guildmaster doesn't like to be kept waiting.
So we immediately get our quest. I mean, he didn't disappear. That's interesting. Oh, now your guards are back, so now he's going to be in his office. So he can be all menacing or whatever. Is he not in the office? Oh, like secret button. And that's that or the other. So he's somewhere else. Kind of assumed he'd be in there, but did it say he was going to be at a bar or something? Kill Captain Plum. Oh. Speak with Mary. Watch the pit fights. Bring the samples. Deliver them. Maybe it's not. See the guy? Okay, he's in there. I was just too dumb to find him. He's like in a lower level. Ooh. Are we a secret cult in the basement?
I just can't say, my sir. I'm sorry.
I understand. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't have better news.
Hmm?
All stealing here.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly.
Sure, what's this about?
Look for yourself.
Everyone's dead? Oh, a corpse. Wait, gonna move? Some high quality. I'm down to steal that. Rodas.
Yes?
Walk to your position.
Rodus Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post. Similar to the way you were. Do you remember him?
Should I?
He led the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins. Rodus was an urchin child from the Undercity. But unlike the others,
I'm inclined to just do a little quick little low jab. Just so I don't upset him too much.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'm sorry I don't
Empty
have
chest.
better news.
There you are. Thank you for coming so quickly.
Seems set.
I don't think that's the right word for it. Yes?
Go.
Yes? Rodus Trevian. I still remember when he was first hired in the trading post.
Silver
Similar
ingots.
to the way you were. Do you remember him?
Afraid not, sorry.
He led the caravan that was ambushed by those assassins. Rodus was an urchin child from the Undercity. But unlike the others, he chose to fight his way out of his misery. Eventually, he made it into the sickle. He was a disciplined, honest young man. Yet despite all his ambition, he never sought to surpass his path.
You know a lot. Sounds like he was important.
He was a good person, always striving, yet with deep respect for tradition. There aren't many young people like that these days. I still remember when I granted him the Sickles badge, 4 winters ago. He was so proud. I know it was you that brought it back to the trading post. I think it would have meant a lot to him, knowing that it isn't rotting somewhere in the desert sands.
Sorry for your loss.
Suffice it to say, there has been a disquieting development. We've found traces of poison in some of the corpses. Traces of Chilean poison.
The assassins petrified were the ones who ambushed Caravan. I saw it, so you think the Blue Line Coalition? Huh.
The petrified are sellswords, pathless and despicable people. But in the end, they are weapons, tools. So the question we have to ask ourselves is, who sent them?
You think Blue Line Coalition was behind it?
You say that so lightly. I think it's about time you learn the whole truth about this cooperation between us and the Chileans. The reason the Blue Island Coalition is here is a bargain. Have you ever heard of the green scarabaeus, the idol of Morala?
I think so. It's a relic. Talisman crafted by the Lightborn Morala herself.
The goddess of Kile, yes. The scarabaeus is made of a very rare gem that makes it one of the most valuable jewels in the civilized world. Well, as you might have figured, it was originally a Kalean who possessed it. Ralius Davul, to be precise, the founder of the Blue Island Coalition himself, and at that time, one of the richest men on Vin.
But now they're here. The Golden Sickle owns it?
Yes. I will spare you the details of how that came to be, but be assured that it was the result of hard and path-abiding work, something that is foreign to those dark-skinned cutthroats. However, the Blue Island Coalition contacted us about 6 moons ago, shortly after the Kalean Civil War was over. They want to buy the idol from us.
I'll have to give a good price. What kind of sum are we talking about?
A big one. Let's leave it at that.
And you've agreed?
It is. To be honest, if circumstances were different, I would have never agreed. The fact that the Kaleans, in all their greed, were forced to sell the symbol of their own goddess is almost an allegory for the way of living. But I suppose you also know that our country, Enderal, has seen better times. And, of course, all those unfortunate developments in the past years have affected the sickle too. And before you ask, it is not as if we have to fear for our existence. But there are certain expenses we simply have to cover. In other words, we need the money.
Certain expenses?
Yes. Have you ever been to the Undercity? The house of the apothecari, the pest house, as it is lovingly called. The sickle maintains it, and with the current economical situation, we might be forced to shut it down soon.
Sounds bad for business.
We do our duty.
What do you gain?
The sickle respects the righteous path as not just some dull phrase. And from this day, this land shall be your new home, and the threads of which Enderal's future shall be woven rest in your hands. Book 12, verse 93. Being of righteous path also means taking responsibility for society as a whole.
So, why help the Undercity? Because of Rhodas?
Rhoda certainly helped me see the Undercity with different eyes, yes. But that's not all.
The reason you've made this deal with the Kaleans is so you don't have to shut down the pest house.
Yes.
This is generous. Doesn't sound like something a merchant would do. Hats off, I suppose. He likes it. And am I right to assume the caravan carried the scarabaeus?
You are. It was foolish. But we thought a regular caravan would be less likely to draw attention. It was a mistake. I'm responsible for many good men and women that are now dead, including Rhodas. But be that as it may, we owe it to them to find the one who did this. And if the Blue Island Coalition really is behind it,
then they all must die. Really are behind this. Do you really think they would simply steal the idol and use Kalean poison? That would be obvious.
You're right, but we have to be sure.
So the apothecary said something about samples?
Correct. We have to reconstruct the poison, and that's why I need you. It's called Dural Van, and it's made of 3 substances: Netherland thistles, dust maggot stingers, and dawnflower extract. According to the apothecarius, the thistles can be found in Golden Forest, and the stingers anywhere in the Powder Desert. Dawnflowers don't grow in Enderal, so you might have to try your luck with one of the traveling merchants in Duneville. Here, this should cover your expenses. And you have my word. If you help the sickle in this matter, your reward will be generous.
Sounds like a good way to go. To find out who's behind this once you do. This is not about money. It's always about money. This is about the path, though.
That's an admirable attitude. Here's a list of the ingredients. Ah, this should be self-evident, but still, not a single word to the Chileans, understood? Rash accusations without any evidence to back it up could prove, disastrous. Good luck, Protector.
Search for dust, search for thistles, and obtain that. About this
What
Rhodas.
about him?
What's your relationship with him? Where you
My
guys
relationship?
an item?
What do you mean by that?
But wait, I got the impression that his death really got to you. Was he some kind of substitute son?
Substitute son? By the righteous path, you say what is on your mind, I'll give you that. But truth be told, it's a welcome change from all those bootlickers who I usually deal with. Rhodas, he, You know, if I take a look at this world as it is these days, I see so many things going wrong. Hardly anyone still respects the righteous path, save for the usual verbiage. And for some reason, they all believe they deserve a good life without having to work for it.
Common
When I grew
problem?
up, it was different. Yes, I was born a sublime, but I grew up knowing that our entire life is a trial. Walking the righteous path, it is a struggle, and it requires effort and discipline. Rhodas saw that. He kept on going despite his fate. In a way, he was the living proof that virtue and true path abidingness are not tied to condition, so to speak. But that doesn't mean I treated him any differently, and he would not have expected me to either. Whoever hired these sellswords will pay, no matter the price. Yes?
Alright, you can stare at him. We need to come back here later to get the goodies.
Oh, hello.
And we once again finish outside the Sickle Guild Hall. Now I plan to go to the Undercity, deliver the mushrooms, and check out the pit fighting as well. So we'll be doing that in the next episode. So catch y'all then.
Hungry for arcane secrets? Hey, you're an adventurer.
Shut